अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू माय चैनल। आज हम ECE201 के MCQs और शॉर्ट आंसर्स का पार्ट 2 जो है वो स्टार्ट करने लगे हैं। ये लेक्चर 12 से लेके लेक्चर 22 तक कंसिस्ट करता है और इसमें हम टॉपिक नंबर 62 से 106 तक कवर करेंगे। यानी इस वीडियो के साथ हमारी मिड टर्म प्रिपरेशन के हवाले से जितने इम्पोर्टेंट शॉर्ट क्वेश्चंस और MCQs हैं वो कवर हो जाएंगे। ठीक है जी, तो वीडियो कंप्लीट जरूर देखिएगा ताकि आप इस वीडियो से मैक्सिमम फायदा हासिल कर सकें। तो चलिए वीडियो स्टार्ट करते हैं लेसन 12 के साथ। व्हाट इज द बेसिक डेफिनेशन ऑफ लेक्सिकन? अ कलेक्शन ऑफ वर्ड्स एंड देयर मीनिंग्स। In Urdu, the term lexicon is known as lughat. Which of the following is not a type of lexicon or dictionary? Gutenberg Bible. Morphemes are also called syllables. Which is an example of a complex word included in lexicon? Blackboard. The lexicon of language is considered constantly evolving. Single word utterances usually appear at what age? 12 to 18 months. Single word utterances are also known as context-bound words. A real word in child language must be used inconsistently with the same meaning. Multi-word utterances generally begin at 2 to 2.5 years, 24 to 30 months. The multi-word stage is known as telegraphic stage. At the later multi-word stage, 36 plus 1, children start using more complex grammatical sentences. Vocabulary burst, naming explosion usually occurs after 18 months. On average, a 5-year-old child knows about 6,000 words. Undergeneralization and overgeneralization are types of word learning errors. The multi-word stage is also known as telegraphic stage. Multi-word utterances usually begin after the age of 2 years. Children naturally maintain correct word order in multi-word sentences such as subject, verb, and object. Rapid language development in children is usually seen between 24 to 30 months. The 2-word utterance stage comes before the multi-word stage. During 18 to 24 months, children learn approximately 8 to 10 words per day. In multi-word utterances, children start using auxiliary and supporting verbs. Adult correction of pronunciation is not encouraged because children cannot hear their mispronunciations. The term phonological is based on the Greek root phon, which means sound. Phonemes are defined as the smallest unit of speech. Phonological awareness includes skills such as rhyming, blending, segmentation. When phonemes stored in working memory are repeated aloud, they move to long-term memory. Auditory maps help children convert sound waves into understandable words. The human ear can hear frequencies between 20 to 20,000 Hz. Bilabial sounds are produced when two lips come together. In alveolar consonants, the tongue tip touches the alveolar ridge. English alveolar stops include P, D, and N. Post-alveolar sounds are produced just behind the alveolar ridge. Palatal consonants are produced when tongue body approaches the hard plate. Velar sounds include which of the following? K, G, N. Glottal sounds are produced at the throat between vocal folds. The holophrastic stage refers to single word utterances conveying meaning. Single word utterances typically occurs at 12 to 18 months. Cluster reduction is an example of a phonological process where a consonant cluster is simplified. Velar fronting occurs when k, g is replaced with t or d. Which phonological process involves duplicating a syllable? Reduplication. Final consonant deletion is removing the last consonant. Children with phonological disorders may show abnormal processes like backing or glottal replacement. A typical step in treating phonological disorder is listening, speaking words, speaking sentences. A stopping of fricative in English occurs at which age for F and S? 3 years. A learning unit is defined as a collection of subject matter organized for children's learning. The main purpose of creating a curriculum unit is to meet criteria for imparting knowledge, skills, and behavioral development. Language extension in children refers to expanding a child's sentences into longer, more detailed utterances. An example of language extension is child say cargo and adult the car is going, it is a red car. Bilingualism refers to learning two languages at the same time. Simultaneous acquisition of language occurs when both languages are learned before age 3. Non-balanced bilingualism means higher proficiency in one language than the other. Pragmatics in language development focuses on practical use of language in social context. Semantics refer to study of word meanings. At age 3, children typically engage in monologues verbalizing thoughts about themselves. Monologues verbalizing thoughts about themselves. Motherese language is simplified and melodic speech used by adults with young children. By age 4, children can introduce a topic but may struggle to maintain it beyond 2 to 3 turns. First word in children usually appear around 12 months. Around 18 months, children's vocabulary begin to expand rapidly. By age 5, a child's vocabulary typically reaches 6,000 words. Pragmatic development focuses on how language is used in different contexts. Children learn language mainly through interaction with conversational partners like parents or siblings. Register in language refers to different styles of speaking. Motherese language is simplified and melodic speech used by adults with young children. By age 4, children's communication style become more polite and requesting rather than commanding. Conversational context involves interaction where participants take turns speaking. The 3 stages of conversation according to Burns and Joyce are opening, middle, and closing. In a narrative, a complication is important because it builds up to a climax and adds interest. Narrative text should include time, place, events in a specific sequence. Theory of mind refers to attributing independent mental states to self and others. Cognitive processes of Tom involve awareness of thinking and metacognition. Simulation in theory of mind development means imitating or replicating a scenario to understand it. Conversations help children in Tom development by providing social interactions that nurture thinking and reasoning. At age 3, children's monologue are self-talk where they verbalize thoughts during activities. Politeness in preschool communication is encouraged through parental guidance and social learning. Relational terms are used to describe relationship between two objects or people. Examples of relational terms include in, on, under. Interrogative words in early language development include what, where, who. Physical relational terms help describe characteristics like thick or thin, fat or skinny. Kinship terms are important because they explain familiar relationships like dad, sister, brother. Semantic understanding influences syntactic development by helping children from complex sentence structure. Early syntactic structures in children often show two-word phrases expressing semantic relationship. Grammatical morphemes like verb, tense, ending show connection between word meaning and syntax. Syntax refer to study of sentence structure and grammar rules. Pragmatics affect syntax by linking sentence meaning to context. A sentence, break it down, can have different meanings depending on context and pragmatic usage. Conceptual meaning of a word refers to literal basic meaning of a word. Associative meaning is used mostly by poets and advertisers to evoke ideas or emotions. Children's ability to use past tense correctly is linked to semantic understanding and connection between past and present. Semantic and syntactic development are related because word meanings guide the formation of sentences. Pragmatic is the study of language in use and meaning in context. An utterance refers to the use of a sentence in a particular context. Improving grammar alone guarantees understanding of context in learners. False. At age 3, child can follow two-part requests. By age 4, children can follow three-step instruction. At age 5, children usually can carry on conversation with others. Semantic development refers to study of word meanings in a language. Syntax focuses on sentence formation and grammatical patterns. Semantics and syntax are interdependent because syntax helps combine words, semantics give them meaning. Correct SVO, subject verb object order, ensures coherent and meaningful communication. Syntax development in children helps them combine morphemes into meaningful sentences. Mean length of utterance increases with age because children learn grammar rules and combine words into longer sentences. At 28 to 42 months, typical utterances are up to 4 words long. Syntactic knowledge includes understanding how to combine words into meaningful sentences, questions, and commands. Preschool language development reflects cognitive development and increasing complexity of thinking. Morphology is the study of word form and morphemes. A morpheme is a minimal unit of meaning or grammatical function. Free morphemes are units that can stand alone and have independent meaning. Bound morphemes are morphemes that must attach to free morphemes to have meaning. Prefixes are bound morphemes that occur before the root word. Suffixes are morphemes that occur after the root word. During 12 to 18 months, a child starts saying first actual words like mama. The telegraphic stage occurs at 18 months to 2 years. By age 2 to 3, children start using longer sentences, 3 to 4 words, some plurals, and past tenses. By age 3 to 4, children can communicate with strangers and use advanced question words. Present progressive tense show a continuing action in the present. Past progressive tense indicate an ongoing action in the past. In the word uncomfortable, un and able are bound morphemes. At 1.5 years, a child's vocabulary typically contains 50 to 150 words. Circumfixes are bound morphemes attached both before and after a root word. To form the plural of most regular nouns, we generally add s. For nouns ending in ch, x, s, sh, or z, the plural is formed by adding es. For nouns ending in consonant plus y, to make them plural, we remove y and add ies. For nouns ending in consonant plus o, we usually form the plural by adding es. For nouns ending in f or fe, the plural is formed by changing f or fe to ves. Nouns like foot and mouse form plurals by changing the vowel sounds. Some nouns have the same singular and plural form, for example, fish, deer. Nouns borrowed from Latin or Greek sometimes keep their original plural endings. Nouns like jeans and pajamas are always used in plural. Possessive form of a singular noun is made by adding apostrophe plus s. Possessive form of a plural noun ending in s is made by adding only an apostrophe. Regular past tense of most words is formed by adding ed. For verbs ending in e, past tense is formed by adding only d. For words ending in consonants plus y, past tense is formed by changing y to I and adding ed. One-syllable words ending in consonant plus vowel plus consonant to form past tense, we double the last consonant and add ed. Third person singular pronouns include he, she, it. In present tense, regular verbs take which ending of third person singular? S or ES. For verbs ending in consonant plus Y, the third person singular ending changes to IES. For verbs ending in OS, sh, ch, or X, the third person singular ending is ES. Irregular verbs in third person singular present tense must be memorized individually. The third person singular form of to have is has. In passive voice, the third person singular verb does not take S ending. Non-suffixes are used to change verbs to nouns. Common noun suffix examples include ness, meant, ity, shun. Adjective suffixes are used to change base words into adjectives. Common adjective suffix examples include full, able, aus, y. A phrase is defined as a group of words functioning as a unit. Types of phrases include noun, verb, adjective, adverb, and prepositional. In the sentence, the man with the hat walked with the hat is a post modifier. Phrases in a sentence convey meaning only as part of a sentence. A verb phrase consists of a main verb and any auxiliary verbs. Common auxiliary verbs include be, do, have, will, or can. In the sentence, I have eaten, have is auxiliary verb. Prepositional phrases begin with a preposition. In the book on the table, the prepositional phrase is on the table. Prepositional phrases can function as adjectives or adverbs. An infinitive phrase begins with to plus base form of verb. In to read a book is fun, the infinitive phrase acts as subject. A gerund phrase ends with verb plus ing. In swimming is my favorite hobby, the gerund phrase swimming is subject. A simple sentence consists of one independent clause. A compound sentence consists of two or more independent clauses joined by a coordinating conjunction. A complex sentence consists of one independent clause and at least one dependent clause. A compound complex sentence consists of two or more independent clauses and at least one dependent clause. Factors improving sentence development include child's cognitive and linguistic abilities, social environment memory, and punctuation. इसके साथ ही हमारा ये MCQs का पार्ट 2 भी यहीं मुकम्मल होता है। मुझे उम्मीद है कि ये वीडियो आपके लिए काफ़ी हेल्पफुल रहेगी। अगर आपको मेरी मेहनत पसंद आई हो तो आप ज़रूर मेरी वीडियो लाइक कीजिएगा। इन वीडियोस को अपने फेलो स्टूडेंट तक वर्चुअल यूनिवर्सिटी के डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स में ज़रूर शेयर करें ताकि मैक्सिमम स्टूडेंट जो है वो अपने मिड टर्म की अच्छी प्रिपरेशन कर सकें। चैनल सब्सक्राइब करना हरगिज़ ना भूलिएगा। अगर आप कोई फीडबैक देना चाहें तो वो ज़रूर मुझे कमेंट सेक्शन में बताइएगा। ठीक है जी, इंशाअल्लाह ताला मैं अपनी नेक्स्ट वीडियो के साथ जल्द हाजिर होंगी। तब तक आप सब अपना बहुत ख्याल रखिएगा। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।